All right, guys, Anthony Survey Service. This is Drew's truck. 05, 06, I don't remember. But it had a massive exhaust leak. So just gonna do a little rundown of what we found. First off, exhaust. Now I'll look here. I'm gonna use the camera. I haven't used a camera to look at the exhaust manifold on the driver's side yet. I'll do that actually here on the video. I'll stick it up there here in a minute. But let's look at this. You know, I don't know. I can rant all day long, I guess. I hate doing it. I wish I could just, you know, just shut up and just mind my own business and not care. But okay, this STC fitting is updated, and they cut the bolt off. Okay, there should be. You can see right here. There's a mounting bracket, little piece of the cover. There's another one that goes right here. Now, people cut that off so that you can get the cover off. It comes out with the EGR cooler. I think that's what it is. They just cut it off because, you know, it's easier. Cut that off. Well, then this part of the heat shield has nowhere to mount to. Whatever, you know, fine, I guess. Well, look at this heat shield. It's all freaking disgusting. This had been into by someone else, someone local here, but whatever. So then the actual flex joint on the stock Y pipe just rubs into it. It's just sitting there up against it, just rubbing. So I don't know, you tell me, is it okay? I mean, I thought I felt when on the last video it blowing out of right here. Now I don't really see much. I see a little nick in it right there, but I don't see no indication of a major exhaust leak. Now I do see a major exhaust leak right there. All right, it's like the gasket's gone. And I mean, this truck had been into before, so that's been touched, you know, whatever, big deal. Not sure about the flex joint on that side. Looks not so bad. That's absolutely a massive leak. So, you know, the bracket, I call it the IPR bracket, the little bracket that mounts to the heat shield, it was gone, non-existent. They didn't bother putting that back on. So when this came off, I'm not sure what job there was, but it's absolutely disgusting. I mean, you can tell when they did the STC fitting that they did not replace the O-ring going around the top of the pump, which for some reason, I don't know. I mean, you can just tell because of how nasty it is. It's factory, it's original, installed. So this oil is absolutely horrible. It's disgusting. It's gone way too long. So we've got a massive leak right there. Massive. All right, so that's one thing. You can go ahead and take it apart now. Under here, let me put a creeper around. I've been standing in there. All right. Not sure what is going on with these oil rails. Look, they look like they've been left outside. Look like they were, I mean, there's not milkshake or anything in the engine, so it's not, you know, maybe it had it before and they did head gaskets, or I don't even know. These heads look, who knows if they even put heads on it. Maybe they did that, who knows. But it's not studded. Both sides look like it. It's not milkshake, it's just rusted. It's like it was rusted and they put it back together. It does have updated standpipe and dummy plug. So we honestly don't even need to take the oil rails off unless you want to go ahead and do the injectors. You know, right now's the time. I mean, we can do them, but you know, like I said, it kills a budget doing injectors. The STC fitting is updated. That is an updated STC fitting right there. That is a nasty freaking pump cover. I mean, I cleaned this all up. That was real freaking bad. I know it just turns into a big old freaking rant session. I hate to do it. Okay, like right here, see this, the four-wheel drive, that's the vacuum line to actuate the auto hubs, the four-wheel drive. You see this little gouge in it right here? That little gouge right there, see how it's kinked? It was physically underneath. It was ran to right here in between the fender well and the spring pocket and wedged in between there. That's where it was at, that's where it was left. And this was sitting just like that. That's where it connects to. So, you know, you're not gonna have shift on the fly. I don't know if it would work even if we hook it up, but you're definitely not gonna have it. It was leaking all over the place. All this was disgusting. It was all nasty. I cleaned, you can kind of see right there. See that right there? This whole thing looked like that. So did the hood. The hood was real bad. I went ahead and cleaned it up. This oil is ridiculously bad. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and yank the oil cooler. The numbers were good. I mean, the oil cooler is still good. If it's a factory or a Ford oil cooler, we can let it stay. I'll actually just blow some water through here. I'll blow it out. I can put some high pressure hot water through it and just, you know, just hell with it. It's not gonna hurt anything. Might as well blow it out a little bit, clean it. We'll get the oil out of it, and I might go ahead and spray. Who knows? I might just put some stuff through the oil side of the oil cooler, because right now we can actually get a ridiculously thorough oil change. So not taking the oil rails off kind of sucks, because I would like to honestly take the oil rails off, drain the oil rails, drain the reservoir of the oil cooler, drain everything. That way we can let the oil, you know, that way we can put fresh oil in it and get kind of a reset on this nasty freaking oil, because it's black. I mean, it's staining everything. It's black. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead. I want to go ahead and drain the oil cooler. I'm not gonna pull. I would rather buy a seal kit for the high pressure pump, and we'll yank the pump off. That way it drains the reservoir, and we can clean everything out. I want to clean it all out, and yeah, you know. I mean, I don't know if this had a main engine harness put on it at one time. Not sure, but it's been off before, because the cam sensor was routed all kinds of bass backwards running along here. It was screwed up. It was just, I mean, you run into stuff like this when people route stuff, and see the barrel copper right there, which whatever. I mean, that actually is quite common that it happens at the end of the pigtails. Oil pressure switch right here and oil temp sensor. The intake air temp sensor plug was broken. See right there, it physically wasn't even on there. I don't know how much I want to pick on the engine harness. You know, it's like a $650 part. Maybe we can not pick on it. I mean, I don't think we had any issues that said that it was bad. I just have to take the, I would take the, route it behind the fuel lines, route the cam sensor side over here behind the fuel lines. Clean out the map hose, clean out the EVP tube. Look at this. Look at this. This dumbfounded me right here. Look at those brake lines. Okay, the brake lines are straddling the steering sector shaft. You have got to be freaking kidding me. I mean, what? I don't know. Oh my God. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, all those brake lines should be along the side under here and then come up and go to the ABS box. Here you go. So, what kind of gasket is that? Look at that. You know what? That is screaming either reused gasket that wasn't tight enough. That doesn't happen. That is humans caused that. Oh. All right. Well, it fell all the way on the ground. Big deal. It's trash anyways. Who cares? But the brake lines are just, I don't get it. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and pop the sector shaft and lift it up and throw a Hail Mary prayer and hope that I can put the brake lines back where they're close to where they're supposed to be without breaking a freaking brake line. I mean, you know, because that would suck. Now what I'm seeing here, let's look at the injectors. Okay, the we had a 13 millimeter. I don't even know what the deal is with that. That was one of the valve cover studs that was on there. That's 13 millimeter head. It's like, I don't know, they found it from somewhere, put it together. I mean, I hate to say it, but you know, it gets really, really old cleaning up freaking messes of freaking places. It had an O'Reilly's tensioner on it. The tensioner, it's an O'Reilly's one that was on it, and I absolutely cannot stand O'Reilly's tensioners. They're freaking stupid. You know, we are probably going to be putting a Ford tensioner on it just for user friendliness in the field, to be able to use the kickstand to lock the tensioner open. I mean, it's just, but whatever, we don't have to. If it was my truck, I would. I'd put it on there. It's freaking, you know, but I don't know. as the brake lines were. That right there, I just couldn't believe it. And I was, what the hell? You know, it's crazy. I think it had glow plugs put on it at some time in the recent history. Let's see, we take the heat exchangers out, take the radiator, charge air cooler, get all that out. Julie's telling me stuff's messed up. Okay, it looked like it was leaking down here. Now let me do this and zoom in. My hands are freaking filthy. Let me zoom in here. It felt like there was a little cavitation right there in the middle of the screen, but I don't think it's anything to be concerned with. I don't know, we'll have to look back. Maybe I can look back at the video in a little bit and you know, look back at it later. I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that we just see. I mean, it won't go back like that. The freaking heat shield's disgusting. Let's see what Julie's talking about. Hang on. Holy freaking crap. Looks like hillbilly body work has been done to it. You have got to be kidding me. Well, it looks like they got the driver's side one out okay, but the passenger side, honestly, I'd put a damn valve cover on it. I mean, that sucks. Whatever. That looks like crap. That's beat to hell. That looks like, seriously, it looks like body work done with a hammer, and it's all rough and freaking crazy. That sucks. We do got the radiator out. Actually, I think the charge air cooler, yeah, put the charge air cooler in the spray cabinet. I mean, the cack boots, this truck does have, obviously, it showed signs of having a little bit of blow-by, which is cylinder wear, you know, but let's not freak out on it. It'll run for a long, long time, you know, but did have issue. It did show indications of cylinder wear by blow-by. So there was a cack boot had a hole in it, and it was blowing oil. That's where all the oil came from, was a blown cack boot. But it also was leaking at the bottom charge air cooler connection. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Oh well, whatever. It'll be fine. Right here, guys. Don't use that. Don't use that. No more of that. That's freaking junk. We will be putting on new coolant Y pipe, new upper lower rad hoses. This I don't know how old this actually was. Who knows? But when this gets brittle, it'll break, and you will lose all of your coolant in a freaking instant. Happens. So it's like a $30 freaking hose. You just go ahead and do it. I mean, I would like to put a different pump cover on it, you know, but a lot of times I don't always get what I like. But I mean, that's what I would do. I would put a pump cover on it, you know. So I don't know. I mean, just that way we can mount the heat shield up and it not freaking rub on the damn flex joints anymore. I mean, our flex joints are bigger as it is, so I have to bend the heat shield to clear our flex joints, which our flex joints are right here. We'll put those. We're gonna put that on the truck, and we're gonna put an intake on the truck. Yeah, look at that. Got 6.4 step 2. Heck yeah. But I don't know. Look at that. Julie cleaning it up. That thing was nasty.